does the one smoke go down? Presumably tree.
The run boost, man.
Seeing it early. We've seen it a few times, especially on pistols. More so Dust 2, not often here. He's going to go in there. This is where they don't check it. Pimp in the corner. Able to take down BK, but he did find the headshot. JDM over the box, and this is opening things up for EnVyUs. Walking in, 3 kills already. ELEAGUE trying to get above, though. Chance to shut it down. Only finds 1, but that's enough to slow things down because Apex backs away and doesn't get the bomb in position.
Well then, 2-on-2 retake, and Nitro does bring it to the 2-on-1, just happy remaining now. It was looking very promising for EnVyUs. Has got the bomb in hand, but does he have the opportunity to actually get down there?
Ooh, lovely shot as Nitro drops in, and that's going to give him the clutch. ELEAGUE walks out dead as well. Brilliant shot on that first hit as Nitro came in. I mean, that's committing. They try to go together, and he just picks him. ELEAGUE has gone through big garage behind that smoke. Chance for flank, but his timing's going to be slightly off. They're already inside of the site. Good pick from JDM, therefore. Buys his teammates some time. Kenny's sitting in the open. JDM takes him down as well. And ELEAGUE wraps around, bomb down. 5 versus 1. Happy, who sat in middle and didn't hear ELEAGUE go behind him, now has to try and pull this back. He's got an AK, but there's lots of rifles picked up now on the Liquid side. I won't say done yet, but safe to say they might have their first round.
Yeah, and that's a very good play from Liquid there. Just the pistols and a couple of rifles is all it takes. They went for the mid-control at the start, but now it's up to Happy. 1 versus 4. He's found 1 frag. Molotov to the side. Very unlikely he can do anything with this with 35 seconds and the bomb down, but let's see whether he can find a couple of kills here. Every Kelly can find is actually a dent towards the economy of Liquid at this point. Lots of money for EnVyUs, so not going to find anything more. There it is, the first round on the board for Liquid. But ELEAGUE, that's a really nice position to hold off these sort of rounds. You can jump at the red box just to execute and spray them down from above.
Actually in corner, not boosting himself up, just sitting, letting them trying to enter through. He's going to get spotted, but turns around. No, not in time. So both players inside of the A site go down to the pistols. Fast plant comes in out from the squeaky door. And leaves Pimp well and truly removed from the action at Truck, trying to find an opening. First of the AWPs. The second, JDM finds Happy as always on his own in mid. Good position to be in with bomb down, but now 3 versus 3. Retake in play, and all 3 do have kits. Only the Tech 9 for Kenny to work with.
This is when the double orb setup becomes a little bit more detrimental to a team, and you have to do the retake with the big sniper rifles here. It's obviously not a great weapon in close range combat, and Sixer and Apex doing some serious work here. Him going a bit more aggressive, more versatile, trying to find the first frag. When they're up against the ropes like this, that's what we want to see. He takes down Apex. We've been waiting for it all game, and finally he steps up here and gets that man advantage. He's been playing B primarily throughout this game, and now he actually goes with the aggressive face, and it works out for him perfectly.
And they need more of that. That was one thing that Simple brought to this game, was knowing to go aggressive. He loves to do it. JDM was a bit passive, good play from Pimp, falls back through from middle. He catches off Sixer and B main. This should convincingly funnel them over toward the A site, which they're now playing a retake game on as well, because ELEAGUE Highway has to look back in the other direction, does so in the right time. Nitro has one, but he's not able to throw it. Speaking of, it's JDM that's going to be at Truck. That's where it gets thrown from. Instead, he gets the kill directly, and NBK 1 versus 5. Good luck to you, my friend. Unlikely rounds and games in that case, considering the economy. How it works in CS, unfortunately, it's not necessarily going to be converted in this case. They do pick up a second kill in JDM after Hiko goes down. It remains with a man advantage, and JDM's got the AWP still to work with, playing aggressively with it at B main. Just goes back just before the opportunity would have come in, but they run boosted, so it's probably best that he backed away. And he goes through, picked up an UMP from him, gets in the corner, and JDM closing off that shot. Leaves Apex alone nearly through the smoke, finding his intended target. Knows he's there because he's still trying to push him out with utility. NBK thankfully getting one in mid is going to give them a better chance. Still man down though, so they actually could convert this with 51 seconds. Bomb down inside the site, good flash. Pimp gets back around, and then it's on to NBK, who does have the AK, but there's armor on all 3 players. Lovely headshot onto Pimp as he walks through the vent.
And here we go then, 40 seconds to work over NBK. Given his position away, but so much time to play with. He has got the smoke and Molotov as well. The Molotov going to be key in this situation if he needs to choose well which part of the map he's going to flush out at this point. They have got the bomb, and what a shot that is to take down the AWP as well. Now up to Nitro, 1 versus 1. This will be the 4th kill for NBK if he pulls this off. 23 seconds remain.
Nitro wants to go for this.
Oh, so perfect. He's cleared up and the smoke down as well.
And he's only got the pistol. He was the only one that didn't get a gun out of this. He'll have heard him pick up crossover. No doubt has information now to work with, but NBK 8 seconds. He's going to tap it. That's the only time he's going to have to do that. It's going to be a full commitment. Nitro's got a chance to walk in. Is he going to get there in time? Just barely. Aside from the halftime, obviously, so that brings Zeus back into it. Sixer tags up 1, backs away, but it brings Kenny into the play, and they overcommit. Kenny's got 3. Finally, he'll go down to ELEAGUE. Hiko's going to respond, but Sixer steps back up, and it's down to just Hiko remaining. We often talk about Hiko. The games when he has big numbers are usually because he's required to clutch. The games when he's quiet, we saw that 2-pronged approach quite often from them on this map. And he's got 3 players. That's a ton of smokes on the A side. 3 players over there. Hiko's going to go down to NBK, but that's going to buy space. They're going to know this now that there's a number of players still on that A site, so take advantage. But again, the box gets overlooked. Sixer left to walk by, but doesn't account for 2. Pimp's able to turn it back in time. Now he has to get bomb and get it down because they only have 2 players remaining. Kenny, not able to catch him in the cross, is going to allow it. So this will now mean Liquid has to be very solid in Apex position and timing. Perfect. JDM down, Pimp stuck on the site. They know it. 4 players going to come in on to him, converge on a 1 location. Tons of information. Very simple retake for EnVyUs. He wants to bait them with noise because he took 1 shot. Normally you would. He shuts that door out, but JDM's not bought it. Flashes in, and this is where... Oh, Kenny, all right! That's where you get caught and down to go, but not if it's Kenny. What a shot! As JDM meets his maker, he's going to sit back as well behind this smoke, able to get in position again. They're still trying to find entries. Hiko's got NBK. This will buy them some space to wrap around toward highway side. But unfortunately, the timing off because they've got a player at truck. It's going to be Sixer waiting to hold that position. Nitro does sit and wait, and Kenny gets a little bit impatient. That's going to give Hiko a chance to pull this back 1 versus 1, but he's 38 HP versus 100 on Apex. Headshot potential, not going to find it. It goes to map point.
Control in CSGO overall, known to be very strong in these sort of situations, so you can't really argue with some of the results they provide. But if you're talking about winning the game overall, this could be a bit of a risk.
That's awkward.
Arsenal towards the mid area. It's going to be down to Pimp and to nail some fantastic shots. They can't do much about that. Kenny takes him down, and now a 5-on-2, and you feel like this is coming to a close. It's going to be JDM and Hiko to win a 5-on-2 situation.
Do or die. Happy already pushing forward to try and find them. Gets them both in his sights. Manages only 1. JDM looking in that correct direction, but it's a 1 versus 4 AWP. Push out. Good shot, JDM. Looks for another. He's got this down to a 1 versus 2. Overcommitment and perhaps a little bit zealous to try and early end this. And another as Kenny gets taken down to the box. What is that from JDM? The ace clutch and we stay alive. Even get his AWP in a position where he can find an opening, and they're looking hesitant at this point in time.
30 seconds remaining as well. This next kill going to be absolutely everything. And Apex gets it, but there's an answer from JDM straight away.
Hiko's the one to go down. ELEAGUE is still up, still looking for entries. Smoke slowly dissolving. He's got to find a headshot on Happy. Does it, but Happy gets JDM. It's Nitro to follow. Trades go both directions. And ELEAGUE does manage to shuffle and scurry all the way to headshot. Crosses with bomb, and Kenny's not able to collect. This will now put bomb down with 10 seconds left in the round, and Pimp, he's not crossed over. They don't have full information as to where he is, and they're going to work together. They want to work trades. Let Kenny go first with the op. If he finds an opening, excellent. If not, Sixer's got to get straight in. Better still finds the headshot lineup potential, though, and ELEAGUE, he's put them in overtime. It's just that enough information to just sit and hold the angle and maybe pick up a lucky kill off it. Flash goes over it. They've got to check this too. Inside, they know we're looking at. ELEAGUE jumps over. They realize it. Thankfully, Pimp hits the shot because Apex, prime position to find more than even 1, and ELEAGUE is very fast. He's already up highway. They're already wrapping in. Kenny's yet to push back out from Z, and Nitro's going to hold him off and watch him. It's NBK that's going to make the play. Headshot position potential was there, but only gets 1. ELEAGUE trades it back, but he's left in the open. Happy gets traded from Hiko. Down to Sixer. First round might go to Liquid in this overtime, but Sixer's got something to say of it. Takes down Nitro with a good headshot. And bomb's not yet planted. In fact, it's down on highway. They've got to smoke it off just to get toward it, and Sixer's going to try and take advantage of this. He should hear them grab that and potentially, if they're not careful, run back, which means he could actually pop out. They're both looking the wrong direction. Finds the first already. Got to reset. JDM up close with the AWP and smartly doesn't commit. Backs away instead. 35 seconds, though. He's still got to get toward this A site.
Yeah, he's definitely made this a real chance to actually pull this in EnVyUs' favor. Now JDM needs to decide. Does he go for the plant? Has Sixer readjusted his position? Plant comes in, trying to get it in the open here.
That's cost him.
Yeah, that's good.
That 2 seconds of time where you get caught up lets Sixer that much closer, and JDM's not ready for it. Good clutch back. Attention toward it, but that Molotov goes deep. That reads Happy, gives him the chance, but ELEAGUE is posted and ready. Does get the headshot. 1-man advantage. Early again for Liquid. 3rd straight round in overtime. They've had the advantage early to work with.
That Molotov is so cool as well, because obviously it stops any boost potential coming in, but any players who are already boosted actually just starts burning them slightly, so they have to fall back and take damage or go for the commitment. He goes for it and gets taken down 5-on-4, and a commitment towards the A site here, up to Apex to hold them off.
He's ready for it as well. Flash out. ELEAGUE's able to dodge. This gives him a reset on his aim. That forklift is so awkward, and he's able to get the headshot through the back of the seat. Brings Kenny aggressive with an off. Hero moment for Kenny if he finds this. AWP still posted. Spots 1. JDM goes down, but too quickly. Nitro wraps around. Good trade. Never mind that he goes back down in the end. It's Sixer again in a 1 versus 3. They're low on HP. He's got 2 again. No way Sixer does this twice. As Pimp 26, ELEAGUE 51. The M4 is lethal in both these positions. Good trade from Pimp, though, and they'll pick up 17. Quad play from Nitro. Happy inside the door. He's going to have a Molotov land in front surely, but a smoke out. He reads it ahead of time. And they're going to wrap onto forklift. Nitro gets flashed off. They've actually got some room to work with. So reflash from ELEAGUE to try and get an angle favorable, and does find the shot onto MBK. His teammate Nitro takes down Kenny, crossfire set, good trade again as ELEAGUE comes out. In fact, Nitro doesn't even go down. It's flawless, and it's map point for Liquid. Molotov to hold them off. That's going to give them position, but forces them back slightly. He knows they're there. So the angle's his favor. Flash could catch it out. Sees the shoulder, but Sixer's in closer. Good headshot. And Apex, despite Sixer going down, can post up to watch the vents, to watch the flank, to watch the retake, because it's right now a 4 versus 2. And the French side might force this further. We're not done, and I dare say we don't have a decision as to which team's been the class of the two in this overtime. Happy with a lovely shot on Nitro. Down to just Pimp. Bomb planted. First shot successful. No way he's going to replicate JDM.
I don't think so, but certainly going to give it a go. It's the last round regardless, so has to go for it. Open hand, no grenades, 3 players to find, and the bomb has been planted as well. This would be another blunder for EnVyUs to even give him a frag at this point. Make him touch the bomb before you give anything away. MBK makes the first mistake, but Kenny S rectifies it. Okay, double overtime comes in. Towards the A side of the map, Flash goes in towards A story, trying to find that first frag, but Kenny S, he strikes first.
Does indeed. Traded back and forth, though. ELEAGUE gets another. Goes down immediately after. He hasn't found multiple kills as of late in overtime, but Hiko steps on the trade. Lovely shot from Apex, getting in the face of Pimp, and that's going to open up the A site for a plant. Bomb just arriving now. No Molotov in place to deny, and Hiko wants to try and get a position on Highway and catch them in transition post-plant. Not quite there to do so. Molotov instead will force Apex out, but still got positional advantage and the man advantage with the bomb down to EnVy. And remember, the first round of the last overtime was favoring the T side as well until Sixer came through with some brilliance and clutched back a 1 versus 3. Pull back into a favorable situation here. Missed shots though, and Sixer's the one to do so. It gives JDM the shot. Hiko's got the confidence and the courage. They've got to go quick. Little bounce and trip over each other as they both try and rush into the same positions. One kill goes one way, one goes the other, and JDM bunny hops to try and sell the fake to Apex, but he's ready for it with the AK. The rotation's already come around this time. Kenny's given up that mid position, and he's actually going to play from habit. So good position for the AWP. Watch the fact that the smokes are down, and MBK's in the corner as well. Nitro reads it. And he gets down by Kenny immediately after, who nearly finds a second, but JDM rises to the occasion once more. And it's going to be 2 kills in favor of Liquid. So the one that EnVy found in return. Happy's trying to get above and see over top of these smokes. Full blind duration coming through the blast, but still gets his vision in time. Not quite. Pimp hits the shot. And we could have a triple overtime because Pimp takes Apex. It's Sixer 1 versus 4. This game refuses to go lightly.
Yeah, absolutely. Sixer has to go for it. It's the last round. 4 players to fire, a bomb to defuse. It's very unlikely, but he did win a 1v3 before. Can he go one step further here? Bomb ticking away. I'm going to suggest it's not possible at this point. He doesn't even find one frag. Hiko.
This time they don't have the same information. Not only is Sixer in this corner, they've got support from Happy inside the vents, or rather, excuse me, and 2 players in the site. Sixer finds 2. He finds a third. Happy's got Nitro. And we might have another back-to-back round situation for EnVy. JDM tagging one only, and Apex will put him down. This is going to be door open. Kenny, not a battle you want to take in overtime, but one needs to get a kill to open this up. And lovely shot from MBK. With bomb as well, it could have given them a bit of an early read on that. Instead, they're going to lose 2. As EnVy getting ever closer to closing this. Sixer on Hiko. And Kenny still in mid, trying to get more information. Forces ELEAGUE back ever so slightly. MBK's got another. ELEAGUE has to go massive. 2 versus 5. He's got 1 in front of him. Does manage the kill. Looks to follow it up. Does get a second as well. Back down to just a 1-man advantage. Pimp has to hit that shot on Kenny. Nearly does, but just goes wide, and you're right, this could be a problem because bomb planted, and ELEAGUE has a long way to go to get back over to the A site. Going mid as well is going to give Kenny the chance to go into Z.
Needs an ace clutch here, and it's a good incendiary to kick things off here. There's so much work to do. There it is, a fantastic game here between EnVy and Liquid. Great battle overall, but EnVyUs, you feel like they should have been the victors after that huge blunder, the 1 versus 5 of JDM. They do close it out.